Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be the top 10 mods of the week for all platforms. All these mods this week are all platforms just like they are pretty much every week or most weeks. But anyhow, there's a lot of cool mods this week, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, for number 1 this week we have the McCormick X7SWB. This is by Blower. This is 11.08 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars with 62 people having rated it. This thing is going to have a base price of $132,500. You can adjust the color as well as the engine configuration from 165 horsepower to 175 horsepower. You have a lot of tire brands available for this guy and a lot of different configuration options. So very well done. A really clean looking McCormick tractor. So I like it. And I have, of course, the twin wheels out there. These are the trailer board twin wheels in case you're wondering about that. But yeah, they look good on it. So there you go. That is the McCormick X7SWB. Alright, for number 2 we have the Forstrip T088 pack. This is by AAA Modding, 28.80 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, with 66 people having rated it. So this current configuration you see out in front of you is a fertilizer or lime spreader, but it has a couple other configurations as well. So if we hop into the store, take a look at it here, you're going to click on it, $20,000 starting price. So right now it's in standard configuration, which is just as a trailer holding 12,000 liters. Again, you can adjust the main color, and you can adjust the rim color. But if we go over here to trailer, that's 25,000 liter capacity there. If we go to manure spreader, 12,000 liter capacity spread manure. And then if we go to fertilizer spreader, do lime and fertilizer at 10,000 liter capacity there. And then back to standard. So this thing has a lot of different configurations to kind of make it very useful around your farm. And it has a tracked option, actually has tracks on it right now. They're kind of hard, they are blending if you look there. They are kind of sinking into the earth a little bit, so that might need a little bit of an update maybe, but otherwise, yeah. Now, to be fair, it does not spread fertilizer a very wide width, but it does hold a lot, and it doesn't go through it very quickly, so this will last you a long time if you're out working on the fields or having a worker just kind of chip along. But there you go. This is the Forstrip T088 pack. Alright, for number 3, we have the Fendt 700-800 Vario TMS. This is by Moose Agrar and Lexic Design, It is 28.50 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, with 291 people having rated it. Yes, this is simply a tractor that ranges between 115 and 212 horsepower, and will have a starting price of $107,000. But you can adjust, you can have front loaders, there's lots of different parts, exhaust, hood details, beacon lights, and so many other configuration options to change this just how you want it. I really like the look I put it here. So, but anyhow, yeah, you can customize it pretty much any way you want in the store. So really to have, especially if you're running the Fendt farm or you really like Fendt, this is a really cool tractor to be able to kind of customize however you want. So make sure you guys check out the Fendt 700-800 Vario TMS. For number 4, we have the Beekeeping mod. This is by Zock. This is 1.31 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, 32 people having rated it. This is not one of the mods this week that had the highest rating or a ton of ratings at that, but I think a lot of people are underestimating this mod. I was skeptical at first of this mod because I thought it might actually be a way to not make a lot of money or anything like that and just be a quick way to make honey. But it is not only a quick way to make honey. If you want to make a lot of money, you can make it with this thing right here. So the Beekeeping mod is very, very fantastic. So I highly recommend it. I do have a video on how to use this mod and how much money you could potentially make off of this mod. Link down below in the description. Just a guide to it. If you're just curious about how much money you can make on it, in that video you should be able to skip ahead down below. It'll show you where to go to figure out how much money you can make off of this mod. But definitely worth checking out. This is the Beekeeping mod by Zock. Number 5 this week is for you forestry lovers out there. This is the John Deere 959MH. This is by North Modding Company. 18.33 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 78 people having rated it. This thing has a starting price of $470,000. It is a forestry harvesting machine. It has an engine power of 330 horsepower and a max speed of 10 kilometers per hour, or about 6 miles per hour. So it's a little slow, but really fantastic. It has 2 configurations in terms of its kind of height. This is its more raised up one. You can have one set down on the tracks a little bit lower. And then that header out there is the Warsaw header. It also has a John Deere header that you can configure into it as well. But overall, really well done. Works really well, turns nicely. All the functions on it seem to work really well. So there you go, the John Deere 959MH. Alright, for number 6 this week, we have the Lizard Tardis XL. This is by Omatana, 7.90 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, with 105 people having rated it. Omatana has done it again with another great mod. The Tardis XL is a forage wagon. It'll pick up your forage off the ground. However, it comes in two configurations. One configuration is the Tardis M, which has a capacity of 50,000 liters at $52,500. And then this one is the Tardis XL, which has a capacity of 200,000 liters with a price of $55,500. So it is a cheap or inexpensive way to pick up a lot of your grass or whatever you need to pick up off of the field, or even hauling it around. This thing is fantastic. So there you go. The Tardis XL Omatana has done it again. All right, for number 7, we have the New Holland CX8 series. This is by Tardis 007, 28.21 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars with 92 people having rated it. There are some different configurations and engine power and everything like that. This thing starts off at $240,000, and you can range the power from 370 horsepower all the way up to 460 horsepower. Has a max speed of 32 kilometers per hour, which is right around 20 miles per hour, and the capacity of the grain tank can range between 9,500 liters and 12,500 liters. Again, you have a lot of configuration options, including the tracks on here, and the engine sound. This thing is loud, but not too loud. Honestly, it's just a little bit louder than like a normal harvester, and it sounds really kind of almost like throaty or aggressive, like kind of sounds really deep. It's a really cool engine sound, so highly recommend this thing. It's really well done, and it is Kubota passenger compatible as well, which I don't feel like I remembered I mentioned that in every mod that is, but this thing is. So there you go. This is the New Holland CX8 series by Tardis 007. All right, for number 8, we have the I can't even remember to say it, ELH Scorpio 710 Stone Picker. This is by Black Sheep Modding, 7.41 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars with 56 people having rated it. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably my favorite mod of the week, to be fair, just because I don't know why it's taking it so long to get something like this. This is a stone picker, costs $64,000 to buy, requires 170 horsepower, runs at 17 kilometers per hour, or about 9 miles per hour in terms of working speed, has a working width of 9.5 meters and a capacity of 2,500 liters of stone. 9.5 meters, people, that is wider than our max one in base game. This thing is a wider stone picker, which is awesome. I don't know why it's taking us this long to get one. I wish we had wider ones too. I mean, this is cool. So there you go, the Lowscorpio 710 Stone Picker. Fantastic mod, well done, Black Sheep Modding. All right, for number 9, we have the extra large sheep barn pack, which you might wonder why is this the top mod? Well, it's well rated. This is by Fluffy Mods, 1.68 megabytes to download all platforms. Currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, even though there's only 45 people having rated it. And I wondered why, and then I looked. Of course, animal capacity of 250 sheep, and it only costs you $99,000 for this configuration here. That's the extra large sheep barn. Sorry, this is the extra large sheep pasture, which is $28,000. Only $28,000. This thing is $28,000. $28,000. That's ridiculous. Only $28,000, and it'll hold 250 sheep. That is a screaming deal. And then I was like, okay, now I know why it's such a high rating. But make sure you guys check this out if you like doing sheep. This is going to be a fantastic barn and pasture pack for you to be able to use. And you can set this thing up on a hill pretty well. There's a really good screenshot in the mod hub of it where this thing really sits really well on a hill. So you can use this thing, I think, just about anywhere. But there you go. That is the extra large sheep barn pack by Fluffy Mods. All right, number 10 and our final mod for the day is the Cloth Dominator pack. This is by Washtazik. This is 76.62 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars with 200 people having rated it. Now this thing has a lot of options in it. So we're just gonna take a look in the store here for this. The Cloth Dominator pack. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 harvesters in this pack. Now it does list as a required mod. What is it? It's like it doesn't list it, actually, I should say. It doesn't list it, but it required me to install it before I could put this in. But basically, if we go to combinations here and scroll all the way down here towards the end-ish, there's some different mods in here from the Cloth C450, C600 harvester or headers pack. It does have that listed as a required mod. It adds those guys in. I don't think it adds anything else in, actually, maybe a couple other things. But regardless of that, it's everything in this pack as well. It required this pack to be able to let me even run it in the game. But there you go. Cloth Dominator pack. There's a lot of harvesters in here without going into too much detail. Just make sure you guys check this out. If you like cloth equipment at all, this thing's going to have a ton of different harvesters available for you, so you kind of can choose anything you really want. And all these harvesters have different customization options on top of that. So it's fantastic. But anyhow, guys, that is it for today. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos that I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching.